Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to have you with us here from Shoshoni High School, home of the Wranglers. It is Lady Blue basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, serving the Shoshoni Lady Blue. Back here inside of this beautiful little gymnasium here in beautiful Shoshoni, Wyoming, a town of about 400 some odd people. And it's always a treat to be here. We're glad to have you with us as the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies take on the Shoshoni Wranglers. As far as we know, I believe it's the last game of the season before the tournament for Shoshoni. So in that case, 8th grade appreciation night, if I'm correct there. But either way, we are so glad to have you with us here. And the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies, last time we saw them, their A team took down the Thermopolis Bobcats. That was last week when we were up in Cali. Time does fly by. Just a reminder of who's who. The Rocky Mountain Grizzlies are wearing their away browns. They'll be moving right to left. Shoshoni wearing their away whites with the blue numbering. And tip off, and we are underway as the Lady Blue win the tip off. Going down near side, Lady Blue bringing this one up toward the near side of the floor. Driving into the corner is the 15 of, was the 15 of Kaylee Martin, the 8th grader. Really excited to see what Kaylee does in this game. She was an impact player in our last Shoshoni broadcast against Tensleep. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded by the 15 here for Rocky Mountain. Coming back down the middle of the floor. Passes up to the far side. Can't see the number there. Now giving up underneath here to the 15 of Taylor Grand Allen. Rocky Mountain ball here on the baseline. They'll toss this one in. Bounce pass underneath. Shot is on its way up and in. Tiana Christiansen, the 7th grader, on the basket for Rocky. And they'll draw first blood here in this game. Goes out of bounds, and this is going to, looks like it'll probably go back to the Grizz, and it will. Coming up past the timeline, has her back turned, trying to get by Donaldson. Nap to the right side, shot on its way, it's up and it's no good. Rebounded up to the left side by the 11 of Avery Jarvis. Near side, Jarvis with it, stops, kicks it out to the wing, shot on its way, it's up and misfires on the 3. Clock will stop at 5:01. And this one is going to go right on back to where it came from here. It's going to go back to the Grizzlies. And they've accidentally started the shot clock, it looks like. We got a whistle down on the far side of the floor. Sorry, bear with us here as we're trying to get our camera taken care of here. They'll toss it in amongst the far side. And it's tipped and stolen away. Donaldson down the right side, stops in the paint, and stolen right back away by another 13. This time it is actually Kate Crosby. And now stolen back away by the Wranglers. It's up and it's in. Kaylee Martin on the first points of the day for the Lady Blue. Up past the timeline. This one's stolen away, tipped away in the middle of the floor. Coming back down the near side. Here comes Kaylee Martin. Kicks it back out. Shot on its way for Jarvis. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Donaldson on the far side. And it is going to get swatted out of bounds here. And a very hectic start to the game here for both teams. Please remember that our clock that you see on the live stream is not official. But it should help you as a bit of a, mostly a bit of a reference here. Right side, this is the 15, kicks it back out. They're going to pass it a little bit quickly around the perimeter. This one's tipped and stolen. Nope, this is not stolen away just yet. They're going to say that it's going to be a backcourt violation. Not quite sure. I agree with that there. It looked like it might have been tipped away from the Wranglers there, or from the, might have been tipped away from the Grizz there, but they're going to say that there was, that she lost the ball herself. Down in the middle of the floor, Jarvis, shot is up and in. Avery Jarvis drew first blood earlier, or no, Kaylee Martin drew first blood earlier. And now Jarvis coming back up the middle of the floor, stops at the wing, kicks it out to Tinsley McConaughey. McConaughey down left side, takes the mid-range jumper, it's up and it's no good. Rebounded by the 14 of Ellie Ganung. Come back down the near side. And Ganung's one of my favorite Rocky Mountain Grizzlies to watch. Such a fantastic player in a lot of ways. But this time, coming back down the floor, here comes Jarvis through the middle, now to the right side. Shot on its way, it's up and it's in! I believe it was Martin again on the basket there for Shoshoni. And Shoshoni with a surprising 6-2 lead. We expected the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies to have a bit more of a fight here early in this game. 3 minutes to go, halfway through the first quarter. It's tipped and stolen away. Here comes Donaldson down the near side. Donaldson with the bounce pass, now going to the right. Shot is on its way, up and in! Avery Jarvis on another basket, and that will force a timeout. 2:52 to go here in the first quarter of action, and it looks to be a Rocky Mountain timeout. We're going to take a quick breather, and we'll be right back. You're watching Shoshoni Lady Blue Junior High Basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, serving the Shoshoni Wranglers. We'll be back in just a moment. Rocky Mountain timeout. I'd like to welcome you back here inside of Shoshoni High School here in Shoshoni, Wyoming. Part of Fremont County School District 38, I think this is. Either way, I'd like to welcome you back. It's always an honor being here in Shoshoni. The Fremont County Schools, usually my favorite ones to go to. And out into the middle of the floor, here come the Grizzlies. Up past the far side of the floor. 2:49 to go in the quarter. Shot clock's also been put back on by mistake. This will be the last, I believe this will be the last game in this arena for these girls without a shot clock, as they believe that rule is going into effect next year. Not sure how it's going to look for the middle schoolers. We do know it'll be a 35-second shot clock for the high schoolers starting in 2026. I should say December of 2026. Shot on its way, it's up and it's no good. Rebounded there by the 15 of Taylor Grand Allen. And now to the far side, a big hit down on the far end of the floor, as it looks like the 10 of Kaylee Watts took a bit of a hit there. Clock will stop with 2:16 to go. Grizzlies will maintain possession. 25 going to pass this one in. Get her name here in just a sec. That is Keely Brimhall. Up to the far side. Here comes Brimhall to the right. Has her back turn. Kicks it out mid-range on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by the Lady Blue. This team playing so fluid, so quickly here. Through the middle of the floor. Shot on its way. It's up no good. Donaldson on the rebound. And we know, shot on its way for three. Can't even get a word in edgewise there, but rebounded by the 23. Shotting up again by Donaldson. Up and in. And the royal flush for 8th grader Savannah Donaldson. But like as we were saying, this is so much better of a team than what we saw against another fellow Bighorn County team, the Burlington Huskies, when the Shoshoni Wranglers paid a visit to Burlington a couple of weeks back. Pump fakes, moves to the left side, and loses her footing a little bit. That pivot foot does come up, and that is going to end up being a travel for the Grizzlies. This will give this one back up to the Lady Blue. Inbounding it here will be Kaylee Martin. Martin, last time we saw her, was a vital piece of that Lady Blue in that win over 10 Sleep. Also did everything she could against the Burlington Huskies as well. This one's going up to the left side. Moving to her right, underhands it here to the 15 of Martin. She'll drive inside. Picked up the dribble now, tries to spit it back out to Jarvis. She'll go back door here to McConaughey. McConaughey on the far side. It's tipped and it's stolen away. Come back down the other end, and a lot of traffic down there. Donaldson will rip it away from Josie Lloyding, I believe that is down there. Near side, steps out, and trying to chase it down is McConaughey, and it will roll out of bounds. 51.3 seconds left on the on the Daktronics board over there. Rocky Mountain will have the ball. They'll toss this one in. Shoshoni playing a bit of a three-man press. They'll go to the far side, up past the timeline, now down through to inside the paint. Shot is up from the left side, up and in. Taylor Grand Allen holds supremacy over the Rocky Mountain side of the scoreboard. By the way, we forgot to score a couple of Shoshoni's baskets. It is 10-4. We apologize. Tinsley McConaughey in mid-range, bounce pass to the right side. It's up on a foul. So they're going to, I think they called it on the ground there, and I do have my suspicions that it was Tiana Christiansen on the foul there. Either way, it is a Rocky Mountain foul, their first team foul. And this is going to be on the ground. They're going to inbound it between the O and the N. And the nice thing about Shoshoni's court, they actually do have those baseline hash marks. Not something you normally see in high school basketball. Shot up from three by Martin. It's up and no good. Rebounded by Josie Loining. She'll stop at the near side. Tries to feed it up to the middle of the floor. Down the near side. It is tipped and out of bounds. Up toward the pedestrian walkway down there. 10 seconds still to play here in the first quarter. Feeds it in onto the neck of the horse. She'll move right side. Here comes the one of Presley Moss. Now to the far side. 3, 2, 1. And won't get a shot off in time. The backboard glows red. And that is going to be the conclusion of this first quarter. We'll be back in just a moment. At the end of one, the Shoshoni Lady Blue lead 10-4 over the Lady Grizz. You're watching Shoshoni Wranglers Junior High Girls Basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, serving the Shoshoni Wranglers. We'll be back in just a minute for our Boys in Blue in 1 minute. Talking back here inside of Shoshoni High School, home of the Wranglers. It's Lady Blue Junior High Basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, serving the Shoshoni Wranglers. Second quarter about to get underway here in Shoshoni, here in northern Fremont County, just southeast of Boise State Park. Bounce pass up behind here to the 23. She's going to try and pivot back up to Tinsley McConaughey. She'll move to her left side. McConaughey backdoor now to Alyssa Brown. Now back up to the middle. Now here comes the jump shot by Donaldson and misses the basket. Donaldson had a pretty good first quarter. Made a mid-range shot earlier in that opening quarter. Unfortunately, just couldn't get one to go there. 5:44 is what we'll be starting with here. Far side and out of bounds it goes. Clock stops at 5:42. It'll go back to the Wranglers. Kaylee Martin set to check this one in for Shoshoni. No subs yet. Rocky Mountain trying to get the Wrangler offense out of whack here. Going to the near side, Avery Jarvis kicks it back out to the 15 of Martin. Now here comes the 23 of Brown. Kicks it back out now, 15 moving. This is Kaylee Martin, spits it out to Jarvis. She'll take the shot on the run. That one's up and no good. Rebounded by the 15 of Taylor Grand Allen. Donaldson out of bounds, and this is going to go, I think this should stay here with the Wranglers. Yes, it will. I thought it went off of Tiana Christiansen there. Wranglers doing a fantastic job here. Rocky Mountain, I think just if they can contain the Shoshoni offense, I think they'll be just fine. But also Rocky has to capitalize on some of their opportunities as well. Mid-range, pivots back up now, moving left side. Passes up to Donaldson. She'll try the three. That one's up. Can't hit the trifecta. And rebounded. This one's up and in a foul. Avery Jarvis again drawing the whistle from the Zebras, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Oh, check that. She will not. It's going to be a baseline inbound here. Either way, it is still Rocky Mountain's first team foul of this quarter. On the elbow here, tries to kick it out. Now to Tinsley McConaughey, very dangerous situation. Here comes Savannah Donaldson, now back up to McConaughey. She'll penetrate inside the paint. This one's up and it's in! McConaughey for two. 12-4 is your score. They have tripled the points total of the Grizz. Down the right side, trying to answer. That one's up, can't get it to fall. Tiana Christiansen. And a very scary pass down there on the near side. Grizz did a very good job containing, and they're going to force the whistle. That's going to go back to the Lady Grizz. And a fantastic defensive piece of work there by the Rocky Mountain Lady Grizz. Near side on the neck of the horse, moving up to the far side, being harassed by Savannah Donaldson. Tries to swing out of it, goes to the far side, and tends the pass for Presley Moss, the 7th grader. It'll go out of bounds, and it will go back to the Wranglers. Again, a reminder of who's who. Lady Blue wearing their home whites with the blue collarbone and arm sleeve, blue lettering, and a alternating yellow and blue pattern across the side of the uniform. They'll be moving right to left for this second quarter. Rocky Mountain Grizzlies wearing their away browns with the yellow stripe across the chest as well as on the collarbone and the armhole. Also a yellow stripe across the shirt and pants. Grizz on the front of the uniform, yellow lettering. They'll be moving left to right in this opening half. Going left side, here comes Tinsley McConaughey. She'll drive inside and loses her footing. And this one's stolen, coming back down the other way. Here comes the 20 of Tiana Christiansen. It's up no good. They're going to try and fight for the ball. It's taken back by the Lady Blue. And a whistle down on the floor. This has been a very entertaining second quarter. The Rocky Mountain Grizzlies trying to get some sort of momentum here. .334 to go in the half. And the inbound coming up for the Grizz. They'll toss it in on the left side up toward the baseline. That'll go out of bounds. We got a sub checking into the Hardwood Hotel. Is going to be number 21, I think that is. If so, that is 7th grader Landry Lennon. They'll toss this one in. Tosses it to Donaldson. That did not go the way she wanted. By the way, that is Landry Lennon that checked in. Tries a baseball pass down court. Brown kicks it out to Lennon. Tries the mid-range shot, and it's blocked. Fantastic job by Taylor Grand Allen to get her hand on it there. Goes to the near side, and it's intercepted. Now if the football team could just do the same thing. Shot is on its way. It's up, and it's going to fall short of the rim, or it's going to hit the rim, but it will roll off. 3:07 to go here. Shoshoni in the driver's seat here this entire first half. But this is giving me a little bit of Vietnam flashbacks to that game that the Grizz had against Thermopolis back in October. Or actually October. Because the Grizzlies kind of had a poor first half and then came back and gave Thermop a run for their money in the second half. I'm wondering if it's going to do the same thing here. I'm a lot more confident, though, that Shoshoni can hold on to this. It's just a matter, just doing that, right? Just keep playing the game that they're playing, fine, exploit those weaknesses that Rocky has in their defense. Rocky appears to be going with some sort of a 3-2 zone here, I want to say. Up into the right side, shot on its way. It's up, and it rolls in! I believe the basket was made by Alyssa Brown. If I'm not mistaken there, I might have gotten the wrong number. And we got a foul as Donaldson tries to rip it away. 2:16 still to play here in the second quarter. Rocky has used a timeout. And we got one checking in for Shoshoni. Is going to be number 12, Corbin Marshall, the 8th grader. Rocky Mountain will check this one in from the far side. number 25, Keely Brimhall. She'll give it into the 13 of Kate Crosby. Now tries to pass inside the paint. This one's tipped and stolen back away. And now here comes the 11 of Avery Jarvis up past the timeline. Stops at the volleyball attack line. She'll pass right side. Here comes the 15 of Lennon. Lennon, bounce pass inside the paint. It's tipped. It's loose. It'll go to the near side. Taken back away by Keely Brimhall and a whistle. And Rocky will have the toss in here. Keely Brimhall. 1:54 to go here in the first half. And this game has flown by. Tries a chest pass over to the right side. Shots up, kick, get it to fall. Ball still loose, taken back away by Brimhall. The 7th grader will pass up behind the volleyball line. Here comes Kate Crosby. Picks it up, tries to rip it away from Donaldson, and a jump ball is called down there on the floor. 1:41 still to go. Also, just a reminder, we thought there would be a C game today, but we were alerted by a couple of Shoshoni parents this morning that Rocky is not bringing their C team today. So there will not be a Youth A game, which is a shame, but we should still see a lot of those players in the B game tonight. This one's stolen away by the 11 of Avery Jarvis. She'll switch to her left hand. Passes left side. Here comes Tinsley McConaughey. Bounce pass. Back up to McConaughey behind the arc. She'll try to drive inside the left side. Kicks it forward. This one's up no good. And trying to rip it away is the 15. Very good work there. And she'll pass up the floor. Big breakaway here for Kate Crosby. And this one's stolen back away. Far side of the floor, 1:12 to go. Tries a shot. It's up and it's blocked. Avery Jarvis was there, taken back on the rebound by Ellie Ganung. Haven't said her name a lot today. Usually she's kind of the main focus of that Rocky Mountain team, but she has just not done a lot today. Shot on its way off the basket. Tiana Christiansen on the shot. Off the right side of the basket, Savannah Donaldson. Now to the near side, into the middle. That one's palmed away. And the steal. Here comes the 13, down the middle of the floor. Loses control of the ball. It might have been tipped up from behind. I think that was Kate Crosby that was breaking away to the basket. She had a fantastic run to the rim there. Unfortunately, just couldn't even get it toward the cup there. Presley Moss into the game now for the Grizz. I don't think we had any subs there for the Lady Blue. Tossing it into the right side. Shot on its way. It's up no good. Savannah Donaldson on the rebound. Donaldson coming back the other way. I believe she's got 4 points on the game today. Made a fantastic mid-range jumper earlier. Shot on its way for McConaughey. It's up no good. You know, it's kind of fitting that McConaughey wears the number 3. We've seen her hit some three-point shots this season. I think we saw her hit one against Burlington and one against Ten Sleep. We know for sure Kaylee Martin can shoot the 3 as well. We definitely saw her hit one against Ten Sleep. But it's going to be about just connecting. And it's kind of just the same problems that I noticed that the Bobcat girls have right back in Thermopolis. Just kind of rushing their shots, not able to find it. Oh, that one's up no good there. Presley Moss on the attempt, 13 seconds to go. Donaldson up past the timeline, picks up the dribble on the right wing, kicks out to McConaughey. Wanted to go for the mid-range, but she'll move a little closer. Feeds it in, and that one's off of her ankle. Out of bounds it goes, 2.4 seconds left on the clock. And it looks like it'll remain Lady Blue ball. Tinsley McConaughey to toss this one in for Shoshoni. McConaughey between the O and the N. Donaldson lets one up in a hurry, and it ribs out. Tries to go for the offensive board and cannot get it there. And Shoshoni with a dominant performance so far here in this first half. And Rocky's got a couple of adjustments that they're going to need to make before we get ready for the second half. With that being said, we're going to take a quick breather, and we'll be right back for the remainder of this A game. You're watching junior high girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. Trust me, that is a culture shock coming up from a bigger school. But we'll be back in 8 minutes for the start of the second half. You are watching Shoshoni Lady Blue basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, serving the Shoshoni Wranglers. 14-4 Shoshoni leads at half. I'd like to welcome you back here inside of Shoshoni High School, home of the Wranglers, as we like to get this started back again here for the start of the third quarter. The Shoshoni Wranglers lead over the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies by a score of 14-4. A fantastic first half for the Wranglers. As we get prepared for the second half. By the way, we'd like to address a comment that we had in our chats. In case you haven't noticed, we are a sports broadcast. I think there's a lot more important things going on the floor than there is on the YouTube chat. So don't get mad at me if I miss your message. And also for your last message, if you think you can do it better, then I challenge you. Come down here to Wyoming and see if you can do it better. That's all I got to say. This is also our audience reminder to please be respectful in the chat. And if you're watching this back on the live stream archive, please be respectful in the comments as well. Remember, these are something around like 12 to 14-year-old kids. They do not deserve to be. Yeah, I feel like the social media culture around youth and high school basketball has completely tainted how we see these athletes. Right? We already assign them like, oh, this dude's going to be in the NBA. Look at him. I feel like it's not fair to these kids. Just please try to keep your comments respectful about these young athletes. Near side, passing it up into the right side of the key, and now kicking it back out. This is the 13 of Kate Crosby. Bounce pass into the middle, feeds it underneath to Presley Moss, and a foul. What the heck? Clock will stop at 5:31. And that one's up and that one's up and no good here for the Grizz. They'll try again. 5:31 still to go here in the third. Like we said, Presley Moss taking the shots. That one's up and it banks in. Cha-ching for the Grizz. Far side, trying to get by. This one's tipped and stolen away. 14-5 is your score off the Presley Moss free throw. Moves to the middle, picks up, swings, now goes to the elbow. Spits it back out, now moving back around the arc. Now here comes the 13 of Kate Crosby, and she's forced up. Now here comes Savannah Donaldson. Right side, pump fakes, and it will be a traveling violation. I believe last time we were here in Shoshoni, I believe we gave one to Caroline, like one of our player of the game certificates. I think we gave one to Caroline when we were here for the game against Ten Sleep. So the Donaldson family obviously very talented here on the hardwood. 4:58 to go. Into the middle, here comes Rocky. It's tipped by Jarvis down the far side, and she's tripped. Blocking foul, and she is slow to get up. Took a bit of a lick there, and I think she's all right. But that was a hard fall. Even if this is a new floor, that doesn't make it any less, painful to fall on. Trust me. Near side, pump fakes. Gives it back up top, now to Tinsley McConaughey. Now left side, lines up the shot. This one's off the side of the rim. Shot was taken by Kaylee Martin. And we know what Kaylee Martin is capable of. We've seen her shoot these types of shots and drain them multiple times. It's just hasn't been able to connect from beyond the arc tonight. Mid-range, goes for one dribble there. Now goes up to the far side. Tinsley McConaughey passes left side to Donaldson. Now up to Jarvis. She'll drive left side. Back turn, tries a shot in contact. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by the 15 of Martin. Shot is up from the right side. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. Trying to see who it is, but it doesn't matter because it's a foul. Looks like we might have one on the baseline here. 4:18 to go here in this third quarter of action. Rocky Mountain with the inbound. They'll have it on the right lane, and now they're going to try and break the Shoshoni press. Now up to the middle of the floor. Tries a chest pass up to the far side. Now the bounce pass. Shot up from the left side. Up and in. Taylor Grand Allen with the basket. She is the lead scorer today, I believe, for the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. And Rocky doing what they did against Thermopolis back in October, making those adjustments in the second half and coming back stronger. Shots up for Donaldson from beyond the arc, can't hit the trifecta. Now here comes Donaldson again in mid-range, now kicks it out, shot on its way up, no good. Out of bounds it goes, and I believe the shot was taken by Alyssa Brown. I might be actually completely wrong. I think I might have been. No, I was not. It was Alyssa Brown. Shot up from 3 for Donaldson, and it's in for 2. Hits, that's her second mid-range jumper hit tonight. Referee said she had a foot inside the arc, so that is not going to count as a 3, but Shoshoni gets the steal off the inbound. Kicks it back out. Donaldson lines up the trifecta. That one's up, no good. Trying to grab her own rebound, and she will. Up into the far corner. And they're going to call a timeout. Shoshoni are going to avoid, trying to avoid any sort of turnover there with the timeout. So we're going to take a quick breather. We'll be right back. Both teams now equal at 4 timeouts apiece. Shoshoni still on top, but for how long? 3:18 to go in the third. We'll be back. You are watching Lady Blue basketball on Two Basins at Sports Network, serving the Shoshoni Wranglers. Like talking back here inside of Shoshoni High School, here inside of the main gymnasium. There is a Augs gym right behind me. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that in any of our Shoshoni broadcasts, but this is the main gym. This is where the meat and potatoes happen. Usually they use that Augs gym for, I believe, the JV games and the Wrangler Invite. And that one's off the 15, uses the 15 of Taylor Grand Allen as a pick there, and getting a big applause there from the Shoshoni fans. 3:17, very good heads-up basketball there, using her man as a way to keep the possession. And, well, that just kind of went to, oh, man, that's just a bad inbound there. We'll feed it back to the Grizz. And you don't want to feed the Bears here. The Grizz, we've noticed, are kind of one of those second-half teams. We know that they like to make those adjustments, and coming out of the locker room, they come out stronger than ever. Shots up on the far side, up no good. Rebounded by Savannah Donaldson. We expect to see her sister Caroline, who was our player of the game for the B game against Ten Sleep. We expect to see her in the B game. 25 going to toss this one in for Rocky. 3:02 to go here. They'll try to toss this over to the near side. Ball is tipped. And it's going to be spat back out to the near corner. Here comes Josie Loining. Underhand rugby pass here. Feeds it back up to the middle of the floor. Shot on its way up, no good. Couldn't see who it was. I believe it was the 20, though, of Tiana Christiansen. We've seen Christiansen take a lot of shots tonight. She's been trying to create opportunities here for Shoshoni, but not a lot of them have gone in today. Down the left side, gets it up to Donaldson. In the middle, one dribble, kicks it back out. And this one's stolen away. Christiansen back down the right side, steps out, takes the shot. It's up no good. Check that. That is not Christiansen. That was Killy Brimhall. I severely apologize for that. Martin passes right side to Donaldson. She'll try to drive right side. Steps back, kicks it out now to Jarvis. Jarvis, mid-range, tries to dribble out of it to her left. Guarded by the 14 of Ellie Ganong. And we got a whistle down there on the floor. And they're going to say I believe they called it a reach-in there on Rocky. Do have one checking in here for Shoshoni. Have a couple checking out for Rocky. Checking in for the Wranglers is 8th grader Corbin Marshall. I haven't seen her much in this game. Tossing this one into Marshall. She'll move left side. Gives it up behind her to Avery Jarvis. She'll drive into the paint. Shot on its way. It's in! Jarvis now, I believe, has 6 points on the game, if I'm counting correctly. I believe her and Donaldson should be tied. And we got a foul down there on the near side, although I do feel like that I feel like Donaldson today so far has been the better player. Still going to be tough to decide a player of the game when this game is all said and done. By the way, that will be coming up, in case you're new here, that will be coming up with 1:30 to go in the fourth. So that's not for a while yet. Down the left side on the block, takes the shot from the left lane. That one's up and it's in. Number 14, Ellie Ganung on the basket there for Rocky. It's a 9-point game here. Rocky Mountain's not been in the single digits for a while here. Switches to her left side. This is Avery Jarvis, and they will call the traveling violation there on Avery. 1:23 still to play here in the third quarter. Pump fakes. Tosses it into the far side. Trying to get out of there was Grand Allen, and now here comes the number 30 of Loining. Loining passes it left side. Now here comes Grand Allen. Takes the jump shot from mid. It's up and it misses the basket. And that was, well, there's no really better way to put it. Actually, I don't even know if it's the right term for it, but that was kind of an air ball there, unfortunately, for Grand Allen. Grand Allen, though, has had a very good game. She is currently leading the Grizzlies in points. Kicks it back out. Ball is loose, and it's there on the middle of the floor. Now here comes the 15 of Kaylee Martin. Shot on its way. It's up, and it's no good. Gets the offensive rebound. Up and blocked. I think Grand Allen had a hand on it there. As we are into the final minute of this third quarter. Here comes Josie Loining down the right side. Attempts the shot. That's up, no good. She tried one on that last possession that couldn't go either. Tinsley McConaughey down the far side. Gives it out to Kaylee Martin. She'll move left side off the attempted screen by McConaughey. She'll move to her right side. McConaughey trying to go back door. Now here comes the 21 of Landry Lennon, and that is going to be a whistle down there on the floor. And Rocky trying to keep the whistle swallowed here, but they've had a couple of calls tonight. Not very many, of course, but they have. While they have kept it clean for the most part, they are 2 away from the bonus. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded here by the 10 of Kaylee Watts, the one of only 3 8th graders on the floor here for the, almost said the Bobcats, for the Grizzlies. Shot is up from the paint. This one's up and cha-ching! Taylor Grand Allen with the basket. And that is going to be the buzzer. The backboard will glow bright red, and Grand Allen, I believe, has 8 points on the day. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. 1 minute to go here in intermission as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. We'll be right back for what's left of this A game here in Shoshone. You're watching Lady Blue basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, serving the Shoshone Wranglers. Lady Blue up 18-11 over the Grizz. Like talking back here inside a beautiful Shoshone High School, home of the Wranglers. It is Lady Blue Junior High basketball on Two Basins Sports Network for the final time this season. Hoping to see Shoshone a little bit in the conference tournament. It's just going to depend on what gym they're in Rocky. That tournament is, of course, coming up this Saturday, as these Bighorn Basin teams will be playing their final game of the season. We know the Bobcats will be having their final game on Thursday. This one's tipped and stolen away by Jarvis. Down the right side. Can't get the shot to fall. Trying to rip it away, and now Rocky on the rebound. They'll successfully regain possession. Down the far side of the floor, holds it over her head, trying to get rid of it. Spits it out now to the left wing, moving to her right side. This is going to be the 13 of Kate Crosby. Crosby moves to the left side. This is going to be a pass stolen away by Kaylee Martin, and now down the other end, here comes Jarvis. On the baseline, tries to spit it out, and it's stolen back away. Number 13, I believe this is with it here. That will stop the clock, as Kate Crosby was the last one to hold it there for Rocky. 5:20 to go. Don't forget, coming up after this, we have one more game for you. Checking into the Hardwood Hotel is Josie Loining. Checking out will be the 13 of Kate Crosby. Ooh, and I hear basketball practice starting in the auxiliary gym over there. Tosses it in down the right side. Shot is on its way. Can't get the bank shot. And it'll be ripped away down there as Raylan Reclusa tried to get it away there for Rocky. I think it'll stay here with the Grizz because of the possession. Check that, it is not. Because of the possession arrow, it will go back to Shoshoni. Kaylee Martin will toss this one in. Tries a baseball pass. This one going way down the floor. Donaldson tried to retrieve it there for Shoshoni. And so with that, this is going to go back to Rocky pretty easily here. On the baseline. Loining will toss this one in for the Lady Grizz. On the left side, shot on its way and a foul. 2 shots coming up for the Grizz, and Shoshoni's got to get it together here. They were leading something like 17-7 at the end of the second quarter. Shoshoni's only scored 1 point since they got out of the locker room. They got to do something down the floor. Shot on its way. It's up and swish. Or no, it was 14-4, wasn't it? So I just looked like a complete idiot. But even then, that still makes them look bad because that's only, in that case, it's only 4 points for Shoshoni and then like 8 for Rocky, outscoring them in this second half. The first free throw was good. This one is up and that one is not so good. Savannah Donaldson on a fantastic rebound. Here comes Kaylee Martin down the far side. Martin steps back, passes to her left. Donaldson around the perimeter. Now back to Donaldson in the middle of the floor. Shot is on its way, up and no good. Trying to get out of it here. Switches to her left hand. Tosses it up the floor. Now here comes the 25, and that'll be a traveling violation here. I believe on Keely Brimhall. And Brimhall's been doing everything she can here today, and unfortunately just Rocky, they're doing good. They're chipping away at that Shoshoni lead, but they're making a lot of mistakes. I feel like Rocky should have the lead here if it weren't for those mistakes. Middle of the floor, Donaldson turns around and cha-ching! Savannah Donaldson with the basket. I believe that's the first field goal of the quarter as well for the Wranglers. Near side, and a very risky pass. It was almost taken away by Martin down there on the floor. Kicks it back out to the middle, takes the shot by Josie Loining for mid-range. That one's up no good. Kaylee Martin on the defensive board. And that is going to end up drawing a whistle down there on the floor with 4:30 to go. 4:30 to go. Remember, our clock is unofficial. We are going to have a timeout here. Rocky Mountain, I believe, will use their second of 5. And we'll be back in just a moment. 4:30 remains here in the A game. We'll be right back. You're watching junior high girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, serving the Shoshoni Wranglers. 20-12, Shoshoni leads here in the fourth. Like to welcome you back here inside of Shoshoni High School, home of the Wranglers. If you heard that buzzer in the background, that was coming from the Augs Gym. You might hear some background noise. I believe the Wranglers are currently in the middle of their high school basketball practice down there in the Augs Gym. So you might hear some ruckus during the course of this fourth quarter and during the B game. Shoshoni will toss this one in. We're back underway. Here comes Jarvis, underhands it. Now tried to pass it up to Donaldson. The pass was attempted by Landry Lennon. Don't forget, coming up after this is B-team action here on TBSN. Taylor Grand Allen with it. She'll give it up now to the middle. Here comes Josie Loining. Loining onto the elbow, now to the right side. Shots up and it's blocked. Kaylee Martin, and it'll go out of bounds. And I think Rocky will keep it though. Very lucky break there for Rocky Mountain as Presley Moss attempted the shot underneath the basket, and it was blocked by Martin. Tosses it in underneath the basket. Shot on its way, tries to step back. That one's up and it's no good. Rebounded by the 15 of Kaylee Martin. Picks up the dribble after one dribble here. Up to the far side now to Lennon, and now underneath into the paint. This is Brown on the shot, up no good. And rebounded here by the Grizz. Here comes Josie Loining with it, up past the timeline. Loining stops at the volleyball line, now to the far side. Getting into the lighter part of the hardwood there. Shot is on its way. Presley Moss tries to go for the rebound. That's going to go out of bounds. 3:37 still to play here in this game. Coming up in about 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 7 seconds. We will have your Two Basins Sports Network Player of the Game. Tossing it in. Now here comes the 11 of, forgot her name for a sec. Avery Jarvis. I had no trouble remembering her name during the 10 sleep game, but for some reason I'm blanking on her. We haven't said her name as much, though, as we did during that 10 sleep game, to be fair. They'll toss it in on the neck of the horse here. Shoshoni with it, dribbling with her left hand. Passes it left, and it's stolen away. Come back down the other end. Takes the shot. It's up, and it's no good. Gets her own rebound. That one's up and in. All of that by Taylor Grand Allen. Takes the shot for the right side, up and in. I think that was number 21, Landry Lennon. And we got a foul there on the other end of the court there. 22-14, it's a football score here. And we got one checking into the Hardwood Hotel here for Rocky Mountain. It's number 13, Kate Crosby, the 7th grader, back out onto the floor here. Rocky will inbound here. They're going to give this one to the near side. Passes it up the floor. Now tries to pass up to the far side. Driving down the left. Shot is on its way. It's up and it's no good. Savannah Donaldson on the rebound. Donaldson stops. Now gives it up to the far side. Tries to pass now to the 23 of Brown. It's up and it's blocked. Taylor Grand Allen just having a fantastic game despite her team being down by 8 here. She has just been putting on a clinic today. Passing it to the left side. Out of bounds it goes. Number 14, Ellie Ganung, was the one trying to chase it down there for Rocky. 2:33 to go here in the here in the fourth quarter. Don't forget B game coming up right after this here on TBSN. Players are all suited up and ready to go. Here comes Donaldson on the right side. It's up and it's blocked again. Taylor Grand Allen. And now Rocky trying to break the press. Here they come down the far sideline. Takes the shot from the left side. Up and no good. Gets the rebound. That one's up on a foul. And I believe that was number 14, Ellie Ganung, if I'm not mistaken, who was going for the shot there. And she will have some free throws coming up. 2:18 still to play. Ganung's been pretty quiet today. Like we said, she's usually kind of one of the main focuses of this Rocky Mountain team. I always seem to be calling out Ellie Ganung and Taylor Grand Allen whenever the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies end up in front of our camera. It's just Ganung. It's been more of the Taylor Grand Allen show today. That one's rebounded here by the 23 of Brown. Shoshone still leading by a decent margin, but not nearly as much as they were earlier. The clock still hasn't started, by the way. They had it there for a long time, stuck at the 2:18 mark. Holding it is Tinsley McConaughey here on the volleyball attack line. Moving left, passes up behind her. Now here comes Jarvis. Jarvis gives it on back. Shot on its way up, no good for 3. McConaughey on the offensive board. 1:56 to go. Driving through the middle. That one's up and blocked. Taylor Grand Allen once again. And we have a whistle here down on the floor. 1:51 still to go. And we have whistles. We have one checking in, getting ready to come in for Rocky. Oh, and it also looks like it's the 5th foul for Shoshone, which means that will be free throws coming up for Rocky. Wait, 5th team foul for Shoshone. Yeah, okay, I got that right. Shots being taken here by the Grizz. First one's on its way off the back iron and no good. We got 4 subs coming onto the floor here for Rocky. It will be wholesale subs once these free throws are finished. Ellie Ganang headed to the bench. All the people out there on the floor are going to be replaced here eventually. Just waiting on these final free throws. Shot on its way, and cha-ching. And we got a whistle down there on the floor to the far side. I think we got a timeout. So we're going to take a quick breather. 1:47 still to play here in this A game as as Shoshoni will use their second timeout of the day. Both teams with 3 timeouts left. We'll be back in just a moment with 1:47 to go here in the fourth quarter. You're watching Shoshoni Wranglers at girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. I'd like to welcome you back here. I'd like to welcome you back here inside of Shoshoni High School, home of the Wranglers. Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's right. I'm so sorry. Grindalin. Oh, my good Lord. You know, and I've been rehearsing that all day. I've actually been rehearsing that all day. And I still somehow found a way to get it wrong. I've been saying Grindalin. I've been saying that all day, and then I just forgot how to say it at the last second. Right side, shot on its way. It's up, and it's no good. Grindalin on the rebound. That's going to be a whistle down there on the floor. 1:34 to go. I think now's an appropriate time to deliver our Two Basins Sports Network Player of the Game. And even though it's not on the winning team, I think that there's kind of I think the chances are pretty much slim here for Rocky to pull away with a win here. But either way, the player of the game, spoiler alert, is a Rocky Mountain Grizzly. It's Taylor Grindalin. It was a pretty easy decision. Points leader for the Grizzlies, also led them in steals. Off the back iron, that one's up no good. And I believe this is Ellie Ganung taking the shot here. I can never nail down any of these Bighorn County names. I just can't. Shot is up and in. So Rocky Mountain will extend their lead a little bit further. We'll have honorable mentions here for you in just a moment. Once the heat dies down just a little bit. They'll pass it up to the near side. Josie Loining down the right side. Shot up and misses. Donaldson on the rebound. And honestly, it was kind of a close call for player of the game. It was either going to be her or Savannah Donaldson of the Shoshoni Wranglers. I opted to go with Grindalin because she just had more of a consistent play today. She's been doing really well, especially in the second half, I feel like. I think she's more than deserving a player of the game. Honorable mentions for the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies today include the likes of Presley Moss, Keely Brimhall, and Kate Crosby. Honorable mentions today for Shoshoni. Sorry, we got a lot of people spilling in here. Wrestling practice is starting for Shoshoni. But the honorable mentions here for the Lady Blue include Avery Jarvis, Savannah Donaldson, and I'm also going to probably say Alyssa Brown. I feel like she had a major impact today on the Wranglers. Tossing it in is Donaldson, moving to the right side. Donaldson kicks it up now to Kaylee Martin. Now back up to Donaldson down the right side. Picks up the dribble. Kicks it back out behind the line. Shot on its way. 3! Tinsley McConaughey! Taking the shot from the free throw line off the front of the rim. It's no good. 25-16. Donaldson on the rebound. Here comes Kaylee Martin. Martin, bounce pass back up to McConaughey. Might see McConaughey in that B game. I'm not quite sure. Left side, shot on its way. Brown misses the shot from the left. That one's up, no good. 16 seconds to go. On the breakaway, down left side. Feeds it up now. That one's tipped away. Out of bounds and going, staying here with Rocky. The pass was intended on the inside to Tiana Christiansen. Still couldn't get it to go there. 11 and a half seconds to go here in Shoshone, here for the A game. Tossing it in from the left side. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded. 13 there behind both the shot and rebound. Tried to spin out of it. Takes the shot from mid-range. That one's up, no good. Rebounded by Martin. And will not get, she will get a shot off in time, but it's left at the basket. And that is going to conclude this A game here. 25-16, Shoshone does hold on despite a rocky start to the half, but they do get their stuff together in the fourth quarter, and they get the win. Like we said, Taylor Grandalin is your honorable, or is your player of the game. Taylor Grandalin of the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies will go deliver this certificate over to Coach Winland here in just a moment. But we'll be back in just a moment. B game coming up right after this. You are watching Shoshoni Wranglers basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, serving the Shoshone schools. like talking you back here inside of beautiful Shoshoni High School, home of the Wranglers. It is time for the B game here to start as the Shoshoni Wranglers take on the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. Well, they say not to feed the Bears, and I think I think the Bears are getting a little bit starved on this one. The Grizzlies were trying to come back in that second half. They had a very good second half. Unfortunately, the first half just wasn't quite good enough for them to be in a great enough position to win that game. Even then, also Shoshoni also kind of got their act together in that fourth quarter, so that allowed them to hang on to the lead and not look back. We still gave a Player of the Game award to a Rocky Mountain Grizzly. Taylor Grindalin was your A game Player of the Game. Reminder of who's who. Rocky Mountain Grizzlies wearing their all-brown uniforms with the yellow stripes across the jersey. Yellow lettering, Grizz on the front of the chest. They'll be moving right to left. Shoshoni with their home whites with the blue stripes, blue lettering, Shoshoni across the chest. They'll be moving left to right. We know that Alexis Clark is tipping off for Rocky, and we are underway. Also tipping off for Shoshoni, there was the 21 of Landry Lennon. So we are officially underway here in the second and final game of the night, final game of the regular season, I believe, for Shoshoni. And now here they go on the steal, back down the far side of the court, almost at the field. Kaylin Cooper with it. She'll move to her right side. Cooper almost had a screen there by the 25. She'll move to her left side. Ball gets tipped away. She's holding on to the ball way too long. And that is going to end up resulting in a whistle here. So trying to see who it's going back to. It's going to stay here with Shoshoni. And it's looking like passing it in with the 25. She'll toss this one in. This is Natalie McFarland, the 7th grader. And now to the near side. Here comes the 30 of Bristol Thompson. And this one's stolen away by the Grizzlies. Number 21 on the takeaway. That was Lauren Hedges. Well, we got a whistle here. Judging by the clapping, I'm going to assume it was a good call here for Shoshoni, or benefiting Shoshoni. There's no such thing as a, well, there is such a thing as a bad call, but it's just, it depends on who you ask is the thing. 5:08 to go here in the first quarter. Moving to her near side is Kaylin Cooper. Back up to the 25 of Natalie McFarland. She'll try the chest pass down the right side. Good to see the whistle didn't really throw off anybody. It threw me off. Moving to the near side, stepping out was Emma Abbott, and it's going to be a foul. Or, sorry, no, a traveling, or no, over and back, I believe. Bringing it up the floor here is the 11 of Raylyn Reclusa. Bounce pass to the right side, down the right lane, shots up and a foul. 4:40 to go as we started our clock before they started theirs. There'll be free throws coming up here for Rocky. Alexis Clark, the 7th grader, going to the line to shoot. By the way, after that buzzer sounded, we are halfway through our coverage. There is not a C game today, or I guess as you guys in Shoshoni call it, a youth game, youth A game, whatever. In Thermopolis, it's a C game, and I'm going to go with C. I'm sorry. But there's no C game, youth game today. Shots up on the right side as Rocky did not bring their C team to Shoshoni. A Shoshoni parent reached out to, or at least I assume it was a parent, reached out to us on Facebook about that. So thank you to that. Bright and early in the morning. It was like 30 minutes after the post went up, and that post went up at like 7 o'clock in the morning. 4:38 still to go. Alexis Clark to toss this one in for Rocky. Just going to get it inbounds before the 5-second call. That one's up on the left side and no good. Rebounded by Reclusa. She'll move to her right side, now up top, trying to get a little bit closer to the horse. This one's tipped and stolen away, coming back down the other end. Tries to skip pass over to the other side of the floor. That one's up, no good. Rebounded by Raylyn Reclusa, and she's had a great game so far here through the first 2 minutes of this game. 23 to the right side, this is Paisley Mason Malson. I'm so sorry about that. Malson. I missed the L. I can't read. They never taught me how to read. With it now is the 5 on the elbow. Now here comes Bristol Thompson. Sorry, having to get used to the roster all over again. This is our fourth game now, calling for Shoshoni. Technically, I guess, fourth game because they came to Thermopolis. But, you'd think we know the names by now, but we don't. Also, we hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. This is these girls' first game back since the Thanksgiving break. And I don't think that it's really slowed them down at all because, this is still, a scoreless game. It's been a defensive shootout all day so far. 3:42 to go on the official scoreboard here. Near side, keeping herself low. This is the 30 of Thompson. She's going to try and get rid of the ball here. Has it underneath the basket. Bounce pass, and trying to get out of it is Landry Lennon. Shot is up, no good. Landon got a lot of reps in that A game in the second and fourth quarters especially. And still good to see her getting those extra reps here in the B game. And getting by down on the mid-range. This one's up, no good. Alexis Clark on the attempt. Now on the right side, that one's up, no good. And that attempt was made by the 11 of Raylyn Reclusa. And Reclusa has had 3 shots on net so far tonight. And she is getting a lot closer to converting here. I feel like it's going to be her time here in just a couple moments. But she's got to be able to line that shot up. It's going off the side of the basket more often than not. Checking out is Lauren Hedges. And they'll inbound the ball here. Bringing it up past the leg of the horse, now up to the butt of the horse. Moving to the near side. Now has her back turned to Reclusa. Passes up to the near side now to Emma Abbott. Abbott inside the three-point line. Trying to strain this one. And how did she complete that pass? And the shot on net is up and no good. 2:49 to play in this first quarter of this B game. One more time for our audience. There is no C game today. We know Rocky played C games against Thermopolis, but not the case today. I don't know what happened. A lot of teams have not been wanting to play Shoshoni lately. Shot is up and a foul. We know that Riverside forfeited one of their games against. I think they forfeited their A game actually against Shoshoni. And I think I think they said something. I think they put out something on the website, on the Fremont County School District website about Grable canceling some games. I don't know I forgot what the circumstances were there, but a lot of teams have been kind of scared to play Shoshoni lately. Rocky did not bring their C team. I think that's more so just to do with the fact that this is kind of just like, I don't know, it might have just been a scheduling thing, honestly. This one's tipped and stolen away down the left side. But you got to remember, I think Shoshoni considers their quote-unquote, what Thermopolis would call a C team. I think they consider their youth A team separate from the junior high program, which, if that's the case, I could definitely see there being some scheduling stuff going on there, but 2:07 to go. Down the left side, picks up the dribble. This one's ripped away. Here comes the 21 of Landry Lennon down the right side. Tries to pass to her right. Still scoreless in this first quarter through the first 4 minutes of the game. It has just been a defensive masterclass, and Rocky Mountain is shutting them down underneath the basket, but Shoshoni's been doing the same thing. They've been forcing more turnovers, though, I feel like. But they're also – no, that's not true. Rocky's been putting up shots, but they're not making them. Shoshoni has been getting up there and grabbing rebounds, and now I've also just got a steal there, as you can see there off of Bristol Thompson. Abbott moving to her left side. Holds it over her head here. Abbott passes it up behind to the 5 of Kaylin Cooper. She'll move right side. Cooper trying to pass left side. This one's tipped and kept in bounds somehow, some way. Natalie McFarland. She'll give it up now into the mid-range. This is actually, the 25 moving down left. Shots up, no good from mid. And they're going to try again. This one's up and a foul. There'll be 2 shots coming up here for the Lady Blue. Number 21, Landry Lennon, the 7th grader, getting ready to take the shots here for Shoshoni. This will be Rocky Mountain's second personal foul. Shoshoni does not display the player and the foul on their scoreboard, at least not in this game, so we do not know who was responsible for that foul. Shot's up and it's in. So the seal is finally broken. It is a soccer score here in Shoshoni. Checking out of the game appears to be the 23 of Paisley Malson for the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies, and I do believe fresh into the game is Aliyah Lesher. Shot on its way, and that is going to be just short of the basket. 1:02 still to play here. Alexis Clark will check it in here. Up to the far side, this is Raylan Reclusa. Picks up the dribble now to the far side, up to the 5 of Kaylin Cooper. And we got a out of bounds. This is out toward the Shoshoni bench. This will go back to the Wranglers. And I feel like the Lady Blue probably should have more points on the board here. And I do feel the same way about Rocky, too. I feel like it would probably be tied either way as Lauren Hedges checks it in here. Or no, check that. I apologize. I had the wrong 21. It was Landry Lennon that checked it in there. Moving to the left side now. And now this is going to be a steal down into the floor. It'll be tied up down there on the hoof of the horse. Poor Steamboat has been crawled all over today. Bristol Thompson will check this one in for sure. By the way, we have, I assume it's middle school wrestling practice going on in the background, so we do apologize about that. So, yeah, we got middle school wrestling practice going on behind me, so I do apologize that we do have some background noise. Obviously, big respect to the coaches. We'll just let them do their thing. I'm just letting our audience know that if you hear chattering in the background, that's what's going on. Raylan Reclusa on the steal down the left side. She's got a breakaway. Loses control of the ball, and she had an open man. And I am perplexed why Raylan Reclusa didn't get rid of that ball. She had a wide open option underneath the basket. That could have been an easy 2 for Rocky Mountain to break the seal on the field goals. There's still not been a field goal scored in this game yet. Stolen back away by the 3, I want to say that is. Yep, it is. Raylan Reclusa with it. She'll retreat up into the corner pocket. 7 seconds to go. Holds it over her head. Moving to the far side. This is the 21 with it. Tries to pass left side. It'll go through her fingers and out of bounds, and the buzzer will sound. It is a soccer score here in Shoshoni. 1-0 here at the end of 1. Oh, and well, ignore the fact that that says fourth quarter. We'll be right back in just a moment. You are watching Shoshoni Lady Blue basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. Like talking you back here inside of Shoshoni High School, home of the Blue. It is 1-0. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. No, I did not I did not forget to score the teams. It is actually 1-0. As we get ready to enter the second quarter of action here in Shoshoni, I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in. This game is brought to you by, nobody. Despite the advertisements on the corner of the screen, this game is not sponsored in any way. Those advertisements are for our Thermopolis broadcasts. So we thank all of our supporters that have tuned in. Your support means the world. We have a lot of Rocky Mountain fans in particular that have tuned in today. We know that for a fact. And we'd like to thank everyone from Byron, Deaver, Franny, Cali, surrounding areas that have gotten the word out on Facebook. We know a lot of people shared the announcement post that we put out this morning about the live stream. So we do thank the entirety of Northern Bighorn County for their support today. Down the right side they go. He tries the reverse layup, up and in. Who was that? Number 30, Josie Loining on the basket for Rocky to start us off. Thought for sure it'd be Raylyn Reclusa getting the first basket there, but looks like she got beaten to the punch there. 5:05 to go here as Rocky will score the first field goal of the game. And I kind of had that feeling in the pit of my stomach that Rocky was going to be the first one to score. They had a fantastic first quarter in terms of creating opportunities. They put up shots compared to Shoshoni. Rocky did kind of cause a lot of turnovers from the Wranglers. That's not to say the Wranglers haven't had shots at the rim today, but every time they've gone up to the cup, it's not been a very good result. And a lot of times we've seen them get trapped up toward the half-court line as well. And this one's stolen away. Donaldson with it, bounce pass. This is, I believe this is Caroline Donaldson this time for Shoshoni. Onto the butt of the horse, now up onto the Cowboy, moving left side. Driving into the paint, shot on its way. It's a foul, and count it! Rocky Mountain. They have 2 field goals now on the day, and they're going to try to convert the and one. And once again, it is Josie Loining on the basket. She holds sole sovereignty over the guest panel on the scoreboard here. Loining trying to convert the and one, and it will rim out on her. Loining was trying to do stuff in that A game. She did a really good job, but don't feel like she had a lot of opportunities. She's going to have a lot more here in this B game, I feel like. And up to the far side. Bounce pass behind her. This one's up. They're going to cause the traveling violation. Number 1 going to toss this one in for Rocky. This is Presley Moss, the 7th grader. Got 2 checking out as well for Rocky Mountain. 3 and 21. So that was Millie Hanusa and Lauren Hedges who are checking out of the game here. Down the right side, it's Loining. That one's up, no good. Tries to grab her own rebound and does. She's going to try it for 3. This one's up, no good. And rebounded by Caroline Donaldson. And stolen right back away by Presley Moss. Now to the far side. Moss is going to draw the whistle. And we're going to have a foul down there on the far side of the floor. 3:58 to go here in the second. We're about 2 minutes gone into this second quarter. 8 minutes gone into this game. Shot is up for Josie Loining. It's up and it's no good. We know Loining gave Thermopolis a little bit of problems in their B game just about a week or so ago. Stolen right back away by the 1 of Presley Moss. Now bringing it up is Josie Loining. Loining with her right hand. She'll give the bounce pass. This one's tipped and stolen away. Now here comes Donaldson up the middle of the floor. Switches to her right. Bounce pass. Shot on its way. It's up and it's blocked. Loining there on the block there for Rocky. Loining down the right side. Coast to coast. It's up and it's no good. Trying to go for the rebound. Takes the second chance. Up and in. Number 24 on the basket. I believe this is Paisley Fisher, if I'm correct. Either way, that's her first basket of the day. Out of bounds it goes. 3:06 to go here in the second quarter. And Shoshoni was able to draw first blood in this game. They scored that free throw earlier. But Rocky has scored, and it is now 199. It is now 199 to 6. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so they reset the scoreboard. The jokes are over now. 6-1 here. Still a soccer score here in this game. I'm trying to see what the holdup is here. Okay, well, they're going to get him started now. Josie Loining on the near side. She'll transition over to the center circle. Move it to her right. Loining switches to her left hand. Picks up the dribble. Looking behind her. Bounce pass up to the 5 of Sorry, no. That's going to be that's going to go out of bounds. Sorry, 2:50 to go here. And now here comes the 30 of Josie Loining in to toss this in for Rocky. Holding it over, tries the shot. It's up, and it's no good. On the rebound, trying to kick it back up, and it will. Alexis Clark now down the right side. Shots up for Clark, up and no good. And they're trying to grab the rebound. It'll be a tie-up down there on the floor with 2:35 to go. .235 to go. They'll toss it in. Still 6-1 here in the B game in case you're just tuning in. Second quarter. Bounce pass up to the far side, trying to do a double move, and that's going to cost her the possession. Josie Loining on the steal down the right side. Shot's up, and it's no good. And I understand what she was trying to do there. Shot is up. That was going to rattle in. Alexis Clark on the basket. I understand what she was trying to do there, but that was kind of a bit of a boneheaded move. I'm going to be quite frank. She was trying to do way too much there with the ball handling, and that's another steal for Josie Loining down the middle of the floor. Shots up, and it's in. Rocky Mountain on the basket again. They are just destroying the Wranglers here in this second quarter. They took that first quarter slight very seriously, and now here comes the 24 of Paisley Fisher down the right side, and that's her second basket of the game. And Shoshoni has to call a timeout here. This is getting out of control. We got a couple getting ready to check into this game, and now here they go. Down the far side, another steal and another basket for Rocky Mountain. This time it is the 5 of Alexis Clark. I believe she's got 6 points on the day. No, I think she's got 4 on the day, actually. Loining still the points leader, though. Down the left side, tries to take the shot, and finally stops the clock at 1:05 with a foul. That is Bristol Thompson that was fouled there for Shoshoni. That'll send her to the line to shoot, too. And Rocky, it's night and day from the A game to the B game off the back iron. And some of these ladies played in that A game. They don't want to lose. They don't want to go 0 for 2 tonight in this one. B team trying to make sure the bus ride home's a little bit more cheery. Rocky Mountain sending a couple out of the game here. We know Loining just went to the bench, as well as Presley Moss. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded, though, by the Grizz. Here comes the 24 of Paisley Fisher. And Fisher's had herself a game so far. 4 points on the game. 54 seconds to go. Tosses up to the far side. Passes it left side, and now switching to her right hand. And now tossing it left side, and that's a loose ball, but it's still going to stay there inside the front court. Moving into the middle. Picks up the dribble. Tossing it back. Now here comes the 5 of Alexis Clark. Shot on its way. It's up, and it's no good. It'll fall out of bounds. This will go right on back to the Lady Blue. Halftime coming up here, about 31 seconds. This game has gone by super quick, I must add. Moving to the near side. Has a lane to the basket. This one's stolen away and ripped away by the 23. That is Paisley Molson, and now she'll pass it up. Now here comes the 24 of Paisley Fisher. Ball is loose, picked up in the corner pocket. 10 seconds to go. And they're going to stay there in the backcourt. They got to hurry up here. 3, 2, 1. Buzzer. And the buzzer will go off here in Shoshoni. That is going to conclude the first half of action. And Shoshoni, they made Rocky go scoreless in that first quarter. Now the tables have turned. Rocky Mountain outscores Shoshoni 14-0 in the second quarter. That's just how bananas this game has been. We'll be back in just a moment for the start of the third quarter in just a moment as they put up 8 minutes on the board there. We'll be back in just a moment for the start of the third quarter. At halftime, it's 14-1. Grizzlies on top. I am so confused what's going on. The Rocky Mountain Grizzlies waved to our camera, at least I assume, because they said hi. So, yeah, I don't know. You saw it on the camera. I know for a fact that you did. We're going to get ready to start the third quarter of action here in this game as we prepare for the final 12 minutes of the night, and we're hoping to get out of here before the snow. For those who don't know, we are based in Thermopolis, and in case you don't know the geography of Wyoming, there is a canyon, a 14-mile canyon between Thermopolis and Shoshoni. And on top of that, there is a man-made reservoir that makes snow a lot worse. In case you don't know, there's a thing called black ice, and I'm really worried about Boysen Reservoir producing that in the canyon. So it's supposed to snow tonight in the canyon, so I'm really worried about getting home before that snow comes, and I'm sure Rocky is too. I think we'll be out of here in time, but that's still something I'm keeping an eye on just personally. That has nothing to do with this game at all, but I don't know. 14-1 here is your score here at the beginning of the third quarter. We'd like to thank everyone who has tuned in up to this point. Rocky Mountain and Shoshoni still going at it here in Shoshoni. The 8th grade appreciation night for the Shoshoni Wranglers. Should also believe I'd be the last game of the season for Rocky before the tournament. They will be hosting the tournament this Saturday, Lucky Ducks. They'll toss this one in. Here comes the 11 of Raylyn Reclusa on the inbound, or she'll give it on back. Shot is up on its way for Josie Loining. That one's up, no good. Out of bounds it goes, and it'll go back to the Wranglers. Shoshoni, frankly, I mean, they had a good first quarter defensively, but they had a lot of breakdowns in that second quarter. They gave up 14 points in the second quarter alone. It was 1-0. The Wranglers have not scored since the first. Well, as soon as I say that, shot is up and in. But that is still only their first field goal of the day. Number 5, I believe that was on the score. I believe that might have been Kaylin Cooper. Raylyn Reclusa picks up the dribble, kicks it back out. Shot on its way from the paint. That one's up, no good. And Abbott trying to grab the rebound. That's going to go down onto the paint. 5:17 to go. And checking this one in for Rocky will be Alexis Clark. She'll have the inbound. Rocky will be going, I believe they'll be going left to right now on your screen. Shots up on the right side, up no good. Loining cannot get the shot to go. Ball is loose and now picked up by Caroline Donaldson. Donaldson up past the timeline. Bounce pass up into the middle. Pump fake, trying to give it back. Donaldson again underneath the basket. And they're going to say that she went out of bounds. And that's going to kneecap their attempts to try to get a little bit further in this game here. 4:54 to go here in this third quarter here in the B game. This will be it for our action tonight. Raylyn Reclusa now to Loining. That one's up, no good. Kept in bounds there by Paisley Molson on the offensive rebound. Molson trying to get by the 30. She'll get the bounce pass. Shot is on its way. It's up. Can't get it to go. Josie Loining attempting another on that one. That one from inside the arc. Loining trying to grab the steal. Instead, it'll be Reclusa. Tries to put a shot up from mid. That one's up, no good. And the offensive board is going to go to the 23 of Paisley Molson. And that's another thing. Shoshoni, I don't know what's happened to their rebounding today, but they need to get it figured out. Shot is on its way. That one's up, no good. And they will finally grab a defensive rebound. It'll be Alexis Clark this time. Clark down the right side, loses the ball, coming back down the other way. Stops the fast break, kicks it back out, up into the corner. Now moving a wide open two-point shot missed by Loining. It'll be rebounded by the 32 of Emma Abbott and stolen right back away down into the middle of the floor. Loining with it on the volleyball line. She'll move right side to try to break free of the 25. Takes the shot up from 3! Josie Loining with the 3 there. Makes it a 17-3 game here in Shoshoni. Donaldson on the near side. She'll have this one out to the 25. This is Natalie McFarland. Now she'll pass right side. Now up to Abbott. She'll take the shot from mid. That one's up. Cha-ching! Emma Abbott with the second field goal of the day for Shoshoni. And the Lady Blue are starting to get the scoring going here, but is it too little too late? They are down by 12 here in the halfway through the third quarter. There is 9 minutes to go in this game as a whole. Shots up and in. That one rattled in by the 23 of Paisley Molson. Molson's quietly had herself a decent game today. Now here comes Abbott. Abbott moving to her left side, scored the last field goal for Shoshoni. Skips it over to the 25 of Natalie McFarland. McFarland back up to Abbott up top. She'll move right side. Now here comes Caroline Donaldson on the screen set. Goes around the right side. Takes the contested jumper. That one's up no good. And the defensive rebound by Rock. No, they're going to get the jump ball. 19-5. We finally have subs here. And it looks like 4 subs for Shoshoni, 3 for Rocky. We do see Elia Lesher into the game for Rocky. I also believe we have, trying to see who else we have. 24 into the game. No, she was already into the game, wasn't she? No, she wasn't. That was Paisley Fisher into the game now. And we do have a couple of more, but we just can't seem to get a hold of who it was. On the baseline drive, spits it back out, mid-range shot on its way. It's up and in! Natalie McFarland for 2. And Shoshoni starting to score. They are way outscoring themselves here. 6 points in this third quarter compared to 1 in the first and 0 in the second. Moving to the near side. Here comes the 23 of Paisley Molson. Molson to the near side on the pass. They'll kick this one back out, up onto the right wing. Moving left side, picks up the dribble. Now gives it up back door. Now here comes the 24 of Paisley Fisher, the 6th grader, and she'll pick up the dribble, and that is a whistle. So that was not coming from the auxiliary gym this time. That is going to be going back, I believe, here to Shoshoni. The Wranglers just trying to keep the momentum going their way. If they can keep this going, they might be able to get up there to Rocky, but they got to also keep rebounding there on the defensive end of the board here. They do miss those shots. They need to go up and get ready to crash the glass. Left side now, here they go. Takes the shot, it's up and it misses. 23 on the rebound. She'll try again. That one's up no good. And we've seen a couple of shots go in for Alyssa Brown in that A game. I think that was her first attempt of this B game. 1:06 to go. I think Brown actually had 4 points in that A game. Raylan Recluso with it. Tosses it into the right side. Shots up and contested, and it's missed. Grabbing the rebound. They'll spit it back out to the free throw line. Now up to the 12. Shot is on its way up. No good. Rebounded by Landry Lennon, the 7th grader. Haven't seen much of Lennon in this game as much as we thought we would. Taking the shot from mid-range, almost got it to go. And again, they got to box out, got to go up there, crash the glass, get those offensive rebounds. It's like Shoshoni, they're not even trying to go for, not even for the defensive rebounds, they're just waiting for the ball to come to them. They got to get up, they got to get aggressive, they got to go up for the rebound. That's just not what they're doing. 23 seconds to go here. Raylan Recluse, I believe that is there on the far side. She'll try the skip, and that one's intercepted. Come back down the other way. Here comes Landry Lennon. Now to the right side. Shot on its way. It's up, and it's no good. Tries again. That one's up, no good. And out of bounds it goes. Rocky Mountain going to have the ball back here. Clock will stop at 9 seconds. They'll toss this one up. 8 seconds to go. Up into the corner. This one's up for 3! Tinsley McConaughey! And the points worth matches her jersey number. She got to go for the corner pocket, and that gets Shoshoni into double digits. A 9-point difference. A real chance for the Lady Blue to win this game. We'll be right back in just a moment. You are watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network here serving the Shoshoni Wranglers. It is 19-10, Rocky Mountain on top. I'd like to welcome you back here for the start of this this fourth and final quarter. You're watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. Our final broadcast of the season on behalf of Shoshoni will be back on Thursday in Thermopolis as the Thermopolis Bobcats take on the Worland Braves for 8th grade girls basketball. And then we're going to be heading up to Cali hopefully on Saturday for the Bighorn Basin tournament. Hopefully, we're going to try to squeeze in a couple of Shoshoni games, but we can't promise anything. It just depends on what gymnasium Shoshoni and Thermopolis end up playing in. Near side taken away, and we got a whistle. 5:50 is where the clock will stop. Seems like I'm putting my clock up quicker than they're putting up theirs. Presley Moss will toss this one in here to Josie Loining. Loining without really much introduction here. She's had a great game here in this B game. I want to say she's had 8 points on the day, but might be actually a little bit higher than that. Maybe I just can't count. Now to the near side. Picks up the dribble. Now kicks it on back. Now here comes the 5 of Alexis Clark. Down the right side. Up and in. And Clark now with 6 points on the game. She has had a heck of a night. Bounce pass and now up to the mid-range. Tosses it in to the right side. Almost taken away there. Number 34 there was there with it. That was Akira Jenkins. Haven't seen her all game. Normally we probably would have, if there was a C game tonight, we probably would have seen her in that, but just haven't seen her at all tonight. 5:07 to go here in this game, here in our action here tonight. Pump fakes. Looking for an opportunity, skips it to the near side and out of bounds. 4:56 as it hits the bleachers. This is going to go right on back to Shoshoni, and tossing it in will be the 33. 33 is Camden Martin. I was about to say she's not on the roster, but she is. She's just scribbled in. This one's up and blocked. Out of bounds it goes. It's going to go back to Rocky, I would assume. Is a football score here in Shoshoni, 21-10. 4:45 still to go. They'll toss this one in. That one's up and in. And I want to say that was Akira Jenkins there on the shot. If not, it was probably the 34 of. No, sorry. If not, it was probably the 33 of Camden Martin. Actually, I think it might have been Martin now that I think about it. Down the right side, Loining on the right, up and in. 23-12. Oh no, check that. 20. Well, it should be 25-12 according to my scoreboard. Down the right side, shots up and in. Now it is 25. As Loining, I do believe now. Don't quote me on this. I think she has 12 points on the game. If so, that's half of what Rocky has gotten here. Makes you wonder if she wasn't playing in this game, where would Rocky be in this B game? Shot is up for Donaldson. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by the 24 of check that wrong roster. Sorry, 24 of, well, shoot, I can't find her on the roster. How beautiful is that? Moving to her near side. Tosses it into the middle onto the free throw line. Trying to rip it away. It's chaos. She'll take the quick jumper. That one rims out. Caroline Donaldson on the rebound. Bounce pass up to Abbott. Abbott takes the shot for the elbow. It's off and it's no good. Trying to rip it away, and now they'll feed it back up to the middle. Rocky Mountain trying to get some breathing room as Reclusa passes it to Loining on the near side. Loining down the right. It's up. A foul, and it's in. Count it. 3:13 still to play here in this B game. Rocky Mountain Grizzlies on top 27-12. And Josie Loining has just been completely running away with it here today. That's going to make my job a lot easier here in just a couple of moments. And it's not really that much of a shock, right? We saw Josie completely just ball out against the Bobcats a couple of weeks ago. So this is nothing new to us, right? But, like, shot is up and swish. But she's undoubtedly got double-digit points on the day. Responsible for Rocky Mountain about half of their points today. 25 into the far side. This is Natalie McFarland. She'll pass up into the white area on the court. Shot is up for Abbott. Cha-ching! That's her second basket of the game. And Abbott, where was this in the broadcast that we had against Burlington in 10 sleep? She's doing really well tonight. Passing underneath to the right side. Wide open shot. It's up and no good. Rebounded by Josie Loining. She tried to go for the around the basket shot there. Just didn't get it to go. Original shot there was taken by the 21 of Lauren Hedges. Up onto the attack line. Now here comes Donaldson. Donaldson bounce pass to Abbott is taken away. Here comes Reclusa down the left side. Picks up the dribble and a foul. Raylan Reclusa, we thought she'd get a point by now here in this point in the game. She was so close. She had three shots hit the iron in that first quarter. We thought she was going to get some more opportunities at the rim, but unfortunately we just haven't seen much from her in this game. But she has still been a vital part of this team. She's been getting in some good looks, some good passes here. Calling for the passes, the 21. He'll go to the far side, now to bounds. 2:19 to go in this game. In about 45 seconds, we'll be delivering our Two Basins Sports Network player of the game, our second to last of the regular season. We'll be delivering one against Worland for Thermopolis on Thursday. Do believe that will only be one game. Thermopolis, I don't think, fielded a team or a B team against Worland earlier in October, so don't expect them to do that on Thursday. That'll be our last broadcast of the season before the conference tournament. Abbott on the takeaway underneath the basket. She got that one away from the 21 of Lauren Hedges. And now here comes the 30 of, so that was the 30 of Bristol Thompson. And Bristol has had a pretty good game today. And unfortunately, it's looking like Shoshoni might have been way too little, far too late here in this game. They had a very good third quarter. They ended up scoring something like they ended up scoring 11 points in that third quarter alone, and unfortunately it just wasn't enough. It was far too little, far too late. They had not enough going on in that second quarter. Shot is up from three. That one's up no good. Tinsley McConaughey did bury a triple earlier. That one's up no good. And it's going to be a dogfight for it down there, and that is going to be taken back away. Here comes Loining down the middle of the floor, trying to bully her way through and can't finish at the rim. It's out of bounds, and this is going to go back to the Wranglers. And it's time to deliver your Two Basins Sports Network player of the game, our final one of the season for Shoshoni. And that is going to go to, well, I guess it's actually for Rocky Mountain. It's going to be Josie Loining, your player of the game for today's game. And this one's stolen away. Coming back down the other end, it's Reclusa. Down the left side. Shot is up and in. Raylan Reclusa finally getting that long-awaited basket. Honorable mentions today for Rocky Mountain include, honorable mentions today include Lauren Hedges as well as Alexis Clark and, of course, I'm blanking on her name again, Raylan Reclusa. Shots up and it's no good. Rebounding down the other end, and the whistle is called with 38 seconds to go. Honorable mentions today for Shoshoni include, of course, Emma Abbott, Bristol Thompson, and I'm also going to probably say Natalie McFarland, I think, deserves some credit as well. 37 seconds to go here. And what a game this has been. It was a defensive shootout in that first half, or at least in that first quarter. Shoshoni held Rocky scoreless, and they have not just – and Rocky was pretty ticked off about being held to 0 points in that first quarter. They ended up scoring 14 points in that second quarter, and they just have not looked back since. Shoshoni tried to recover in that third quarter, but like I said earlier, too little, far too late. Shot from way long range, just a why not type of shot. 16 seconds. 21 Lauren Hedges will toss this one in. 13 seconds to go. Passing it onto the right side. Shot is on its way up and no good. And it will be rebounded by Abbott, 5 seconds. And coming up behind her and out of bounds. Clock will stop with 2 seconds left with no change to spare. And Emma Abbott, unfortunately, just didn't have that muscle control there. She had her eyes low, and they always coach you to keep your eyes up, and they're going to toss it up, and oh, man, that was awesome. I thought it was going to hit the basket support there for a second, but it hit the backboard, unfortunately, not in the right spot to make that full court or that half court shot, but that would have been a highlight play if she would have gotten that to go. With that being said, that is going to conclude our coverage of middle school girls basketball here from Shoshoni High School. Rocky Mountain Grizzlies lost one and won one. They have won the B game 30-14. However, they have remained undefeated on the player of the games tonight. Josie Loining is your player of the game for the B game. We'll deliver that certificate before they load the bus. That being said, we'll see you on Thursday in Thermopolis as the Thermopolis Bobcats end their season before the conference tournament as they take on the Worland Braves for 8th grade girls basketball from Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. We'll see you on Thursday, but for the rest of you, have a great night, and we'll see you then. Until next time, please drive home safe and do not pet the buffalo. Rocky Mountain wins the B game 30-14 over the Shoshoni Wranglers.